Windows Vista's boot screen is pretty boring, and for those of you that like to really customize your desktop, you might be wondering why it isn't as easy in Vista as it was in previous versions of Windows. Well, admittedly, it isn't as easy as it used to be, but if you follow along here, you'll see that changing the boot screen to your own custom image really isn't all that difficult. Now, like so many things, there's an easy way and there's a hard way. The hard way involves getting into some pretty heavy resource editing that's probably a few grades high on the intensity level for the general public. But the easy way involves downloading and installing a free software tool that does all the intense stuff for you. It's called Vista Boot Logo Generator by Dan Smith. It doesn't do everything for you, hence this tutorial, but it certainly makes life easier, so that's what I'm going to be showing you in this video. Now, that said, before we get started, if you're watching this tutorial on the videotutorialzone.com website, right above the video window you'll see a link to download the Vista Boot Logo Generator. Please download that to your desktop now. If you're watching this video on a syndicated site, please pause the video and then open a new browser and go to www.videotutorialzone.com. Once you're there, simply type in Vista Boot Logo in the search box and that'll bring the home page for this tutorial, and there you'll find the link to do the download. Once you've downloaded it, come back to the tutorial. Okay, so now I assume you've downloaded it, so let's get this installed real quick. And I'll create a desktop icon. And I'm not going to bother launching it yet because we have to do some other things before we go any further. Alright, so now that the logo generator is installed, I'm going to get rid of the setup file. And now we have to work with our image. Now, we need two images. We need an 800 by 600 and a 1024 by 768. And both of them have to be saved as 24-bit bitmaps. So I'm going to start with the Video Tutorial Zone wallpaper, which is already a 1024 by 768 JPEG that we need to convert to a bitmap. Now, since I have no idea what image editing software you have, I'm going to make this excruciatingly painful and use MS Paint. So I'm opening it in Paint, and the first thing I'll do is I'll save the 1024 by 768 file as a 24-bit bitmap, and it's going to my desktop. Okay. Then I'm going to create a new file and go to Image, Attributes, and make sure it's 800 by 600, which in my case it is. And then Edit, Select All, and then Edit, Paste From. And then I'll take that original file of mine, and I'll paste it into the new size, center it a little bit, and we will save this as VTZ underscore 800, and we'll make this a 24-bit bitmap as well, and put it on the desktop. Alright, so now that we have our 1024 by 768 and our 800 by 600 bitmaps, we can load the Vista boot generator. So we're going to right click on that and run as administrator. And we'll let that go through. And this is quite simple. We just browse for our image, and note that we're getting the 800 by 600 image now. There we go. And now to get the 1024 by 768, we browse and grab that one. And we just go to File, Save Boot Screen File As. And I'm going to put this on the desktop as well. Alright, and we can close this. And now we have to deal with some privileges to allow ourselves to write this where we need to write it. We're going to click on Start, and we're going to go to Computer, and we're going to browse to C, Windows, and we're going to go down to System 32, and then we're going to go to ENUS, and we're going to look for winload.exe.mui. There we go. Now we're going to take that and we're going to right click and go to Properties. There we go. And go to Security, and then down here click on Advanced. And note that you have to be logged in as an administrator to be doing this. And we want to click over on Owner and then Edit. And we want to give this permission. And I'm going to change the owner to myself, and I am an administrator, so I'll click OK. OK again. And then I'll go back here and click on Edit Permissions here. And I'll click Add, then Advanced, and Find. And I'll find my account down here. Select it, click OK, and give myself full control. And then click OK again. And now I have permission to overwrite this file, so I'll right-click on the file here and drag it and move it over. Select to replace it, and that's that. But we're not completely done yet. So we can close this out now, and click on Start, and here we want to type in msconfig, enter, and allow that to open. And then we go to the Boot tab, and down here we want to check No GUI Boot, and click OK. And it's going to ask us for a reboot, and we can definitely reboot it. And you are currently looking at my boot screen. The size looks all messed up because this is done in VMware, and the boot screen is actually smaller than the area that I'm recording. But that's it. It's all done. So enjoy.